Hi, I'm Liv. I'm one of the pilots at the Air Ambulance. I'm going to give you a few tips to keep you safe when we're flying around and when we're landing, and to help us to do our job as best we can. So if you're in an incident and you know the ambulance is coming to you, if you've been told that the ambulance is attending your incident, it's really helpful if you can attract our attention. That's the first thing. So we do get lots of friendly waves from people when we're out and about, which is great. Don't stop waving, we love it. When we're looking for a scene, it's sometimes quite hard to tell where things are actually happening because we're obviously quite high up. So if you can use something bright that you've got, like a bright coat or a bright piece of clothing or a bright towel, and just wave it around your head, that will really help us to know that actually this is the area that we're looking at, and that will just really speed things up. If you're in an area and you see a helicopter circling above, then the chances are we're actually doing a risk assessment to see if we can land at that site. And we're always trying to land as close to the patient as we can. We're looking for an area no less than the size, if you imagine 3 double-decker buses kind of lined up nose to tail, no less than that. So that's the kind of size we're looking at. And if it's full of people, we're not going to land. It's far too dangerous for everybody. So we're really looking for an area at least that size, and if not bigger, to be completely clear. So if you can see a helicopter circling around and you think you might be in an area that the helicopter's trying to land in, then the best thing you can do is just to clear out that area as fast as you can. Take anything that you have that's inflatable as well. So if you're on the beach and you've got paddle boards or body boards or anything like that, take them with you because they can also become airborne when we're landing. The rotor wash that we create when we're flying is really quite powerful. So if you're too close, it can actually feel like you're in a gale. And you'll feel it when we're approaching to land and when we're taking off and departing as well. So yeah, if you can just keep yourself away, then it will stop you from getting grit in your eyes, sand in your eyes, and also people can be blown over by it as well. So it'll just keep you much safer. And obviously it allows us to land much faster if we know that the area is safe. Once we're landed, once we're actually on the ground, the rotors will still be turning for a while whilst we're shutting down or whilst we're talking to people on the scene. Under no circumstances should you approach the helicopter when the rotor blades are turning. You may see members of the medical crew possibly coming in and out of the disc away from the helicopter or towards the helicopter whilst the rotors are turning. They're trained to do that and they understand the safety considerations, but no one else is allowed to. So if you can just keep your distance, don't try and approach the helicopter, generally speaking we'll be shutting down fairly quickly. Once the rotors are stopped, the pilot normally has a bit of paperwork to do, but after that you're welcome to catch their eye, to attract their attention, and if you want to approach and talk to the pilot or have a look around the helicopter, that's absolutely fine. Never approach the helicopter from the back. The tail rotor is one of the most dangerous parts of the helicopter, so never go near the back of the helicopter, and obviously we can't see behind us, so just to keep yourself safe, always get yourself around to the front of the helicopter where you can see the crew. At night, you will hear the noise of the engines, but a sure sign that the rotors are turning, if you can't quite see yourself, is we've got these flashing lights on the helicopter, and that shows that the rotors are turning. It's much harder to see at night, obviously, to see any dangers, so just keep your distance, be extra cautious. And again, if you're at a scene and you're trying to attract our attention at night, then we're wearing night vision goggles, but you can use things like your mobile phone, put the light on and just hold it up, and that will really help us to identify potential scene. So all these top tips will help to keep you all safe when we're landing, and also to make sure that we can get to our patients as quickly as possible without any delays. Thank you for all the support that you give Cornwall Air Ambulance. We really appreciate it.